Doing right here. Still no rain outside, but it looks like it's coming, or at least trying to come. I think the forecast said it's going to be a 60% chance of rain, folks. A little precipitation going on this evening. Nothing like yesterday. We almost wanted to build an ark around here yesterday. It kind of burst out about 6:10 and lasted for about an hour and a half. Anyway, it is Wednesday, folks. It is On the Record. I am your host. I am Brian Summers. Yes, I am the bald one behind the mic here at WSIC on Radio Road in the heart of downtown Statesville, I like to call it. We're just slightly off right to the suburbs. So that's where we are. And I've got some guests here who have brought the law. They have brought the law, folks. There's a new law in our state, and we're going to get right into what that new law is. Though it was passed some years ago, but courts upheld it this time. And it is now the new law of the state. And as I have coined the phrase myself, know before you go. That's the campaign I'm pushing to kind of help get out. You all know about it. It is North Carolina voter ID. So it is now official law here in the state, and I have possession of one of those voter ID cards, folks. Yes, I got one yesterday, and I had to go get spiffy and shined up and beautiful just to get it done. And I sat there and took the picture and answered the questions, and they said, "Is this who you are?" And I said, "Yes, that's me." So, but we're going to find out all the legalities of it, answer all the questions today. You'll be able to call us up here live in studio, 704-873-1400, 704-873-1400. I have in the studio with me today, I have the director. She is the boss around, the boss of all things, folks. I'm not everywhere. She is Miss Susie Jordan. I have her with me, and I have Miss Joni Callison. Does I pronounce that right? They're here with me live in studio here at WC On the Record. So, you know, when I say we're doing On the Record and we go out to get good folks to come in here and talk to you guys, we really like try to make it happen on the record. We're going to get the official of the official of the official. So if you're out there and you're getting us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, you got it all right here in the spot, in the place right now. So I have these ladies in from the Iredell County Board of Election. They've had a very busy day, a lot of things activity-wise. You know, I think Iredell County would be very proud to know that they have a very active Board of Elections who is out there trying to do all of the information to various communities, groups, all of interest, and that's what they're supposed to do. They're doing a mighty fine job, and I got to say, a great effort they're taking to make sure everybody is up on what is the voter ID? How does it work? How do I get one? When does it expire? What if I don't like the picture? What if they spell my name wrong? What happens? All that kind of thing. They're going to answer all that. So we're going to get right into it. We got some birthdays, but also we got after our first break, I want to tell you guys it was an awesome day in our city, in our county today. Down at the Iredell County Public Library, Dr. Elliot Engel, who was there, was a host of Friends of the Library, had their annual meeting. They had Elliot Engel in, Dr. Elliot Engel, and he spoke about the genius tortured mind of Edgar Allan Poe. It was an excellent discussion for about an hour, and refreshments were served. And Randy, so on your way home or after Bible study night, stop in there and get yourself the barbecue chicken special there at Randy's. And if you smile and say hi to Wendy and tell her how terrible her service is, she might give you a banana pudding just to get rid of you. But you can do that. Compliments of WSIC. So stop in there first. The first 10 folks who go in get a free banana pudding. Compliments of WSIC On the Record with Brian Summers. You can try it out. You like it. You love it. You'll go back there again. But that's what's going on. Randy's Barbecue, the corner of Front Street and Salisbury Road, downtown Statesville. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. And we know what happens on Wednesday. It's WSIC night at Randy's Barbecue. So, again, Mom, Dad, driving home, you picked up little Johnny after school, got all those things to do. Instead of cooking, let the family take you out, Mom. Let them drive you by there and say, we're gonna take care of you. Because Randy's got good prices, great service, and they welcome you there with a smile. So Wendy, Candace, Keena down there, Colin, and Olivia, all good folks there on the corner. When you go in the door, they say, welcome to Randy's, take a seat where you want. And I always figure, which seat am I going to take? Can I get it out the door? I don't know, but I sure do try about that a little bit, folks. All right, so I've got right here now in front of me, no more just me talking a whole lot. We're going to talk to these ladies in front of me until we get up to the break about 4 minutes from now. But good, welcome back.
Hey,
Miss Susie Jordan.
It's good to be back. Thanks for letting us come in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're all over the year. Look at you. Yeah, we didn't have that last time. Now we got your own spot here.
Yeah.
So, I think we can at least maybe twice a month. No, once every other month, have you guys come in and just have a regular, because there's so much as we approach 2024. I didn't mean to throw that on you
Yes.
right there, but I'm just sort of asking about the commitment a little bit. But
Nothing like putting us on the spot, huh?
well, there you
No,
go.
no.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
yeah, but welcome here, Ms. Susie
Thanks.
Jordan, Director of the Board of Elections, and welcome Ms. Joni. Ms. Joni said it's her first time,
Yes,
and
it
I was like,
is.
goodness gracious, we make it easy out here. We're really, really good. You don't, I tell you,
Thank
you
you
won't
for
want to
having
leave.
us.
Yep. So, tell us about the new law of the state, and tell us about your day. Actually, let's talk about what you
Oh.
all had going on. That was outreach, and that was
Yes.
something I think was new. I've never really seen that to that magnitude. You
Yes.
guys are doing everything you can to make sure.
We are. We really are. We have been making the photo IDs in our office. The law was in effect back in 2018, and then, as you stated earlier, it was overruled. And so, starting with this year's municipal elections, you have to show a valid photo ID when you come to vote. Now, one thing that I do want to mention is that if you don't have a photo ID, you'll still be able to vote. There are provisions for that. So, but today we actually went. We were asked to come out to the YMCA, and the state provided extra photo ID printers to all the counties so that we could do outreaches. So we actually got ours in last week, and so the YMCA called and asked us if we would come out and do a voter registration, and we said, well, we can also do photo IDs. So we got out there about 8:30 this morning. We were there
Oh,
from
wow.
9 to 12, and we are there right now. We have some of our staff there. They went back around 4 o'clock, and they'll be there till 7.
Oh boy,
So-
long day.
Yes, yes. So come out and if you need to register, or if you need a photo ID, then we can make it right there on the spot.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, boy,
So-
so the YMCA over on Wesley Drive, folks, right off Hartness Road. What do you got? 2 hours in here until 7, right?
Till
So you
7
got about-
o'clock.
Got about
Yes.
2.5 hours to
Yes.
get on over there, folks. Get
Yes.
down there and get you that voter ID.
Yeah.
They'll answer all your questions, and they'll put you at ease. If you got any concerns,
Yes.
they'll put you at ease. All right, just
Yeah.
kind of easy like Sunday morning. There we go, sailing like that. So tell us, Miss Joni, welcome to WSIC.
Thank you.
And we'd like to have folks here. How long have you been with the Board of Elections?
It's almost close to 2 years now.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. Good deal. Good deal.
Yes.
All right. So we got a break. We're coming on, and I'll come back and talk to you guys on the other side. All right. On the record, Brian Summers. righty, folks, and here we are right after the break. I was just before we went to the break, I was actually welcoming our first-time guest here to the studio, Miss Joni Carlson. Is that right? Pronounce that
That's
right?
correct, yes.
See those double L's? It's just always kind of tongue-tied there a little bit. But welcome to WSIC, and
Well,
I
thank
think
you.
you were on before the break. You were explaining how long you've been with the county, and this
Be
was
close to 2 years.
2
yes.
years. And what were you doing before that?
I was working for Lowe's Corporation.
Okay. Are you
Yes.
from originally? Yeah, we see. This is on the record. We get all these questions. Hey, you guys say about that? Are you from this area originally?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right.
No.
Okay, so did y'all get her out the witness protection plan? She's supposed to say that, I am from, or Oklahoma's my home state, Brian. She just is like, no, I am not. and that is it. I mean, so we get you loosened up here. Look at
Okay,
you.
well, I've lived a lot of places, but I did come from West Virginia. So.
Okay, all right, good deal. Good deal. So now I'm going to take a little discretion here. Have you met Ben Gibson yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
from West Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have discussed that. Yes.
Okay, all right. And there's a guy that works in the library upstairs near with Joe Reese in the special collection. He's from West Virginia.
Yeah, there's
So
a
when
bunch
I
of us
met
down
Ben
here.
about, I don't know what I'm doing. So when I met Ben about 3-4 years ago, and Ben didn't know anybody else down here. He had just gotten here and everything, and so we were somewhere having breakfast that we probably should not have been eating at. So when I went to the library and I met this other young man, Kevin, there, I immediately brought out my phone, text Ben, said, I found another West Virginia. And I said, when you go by it, go see him, Ben. And so they did connect, and so every time I go in there, I said, West Virginia. He says, how do you remember that? It's like, 'cause I'm friends with Ben Gibson, so I'm going to tag Ben in this show.
Well, we're glad to have her, and we're very blessed
Yeah.
to have her. So we're glad that now she's a North Carolinian.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah, and out of that witness protection plan.
That's right.
Well, good deal. And your role at the Board of Elections is?
Election specialist.
Okay, election
Yes.
specialist. So I understand that you are the person there's a contest going on. Now, it's not I can't enter it. There's a contest going on, and you are the person who's over that contest.
I am,
Hold on,
yes.
somebody's calling on the line. Let's figure out who this is calling. All righty. So, all right. Good afternoon. You're on the record with Brian Summers and the Ardell Board of Elections.
Hey, Brian, it's Tom Snyder. How are you?
Tom Schneider. Oh, boy. How you doing, Tom Schneider?
I am doing fantastic. I just want to give a shout out to those two ladies you got sitting in the studio there. That crew over at the BOE, they do one heck of a job. They got a lot to do with not many people to do it, but they're top class and they do everything 100%, and they'll help anybody out anytime.
Well, Tom, and I'm so I'm so glad you said that. I have often said that going way back to when Becky was there as a director, and they've just always been very professional, stayed on their gun, top notch. I mean, I say it's the cream of the crop in this county. Honestly, I say that. And when the state director was over here, and I said the same thing to her, I said, listen, you want to send some folks for training, send them over to Ardell. I think that what we do here, we could teach some folks some things. So you echoed those same sentiments, Tom. It's always good to hear from you, and these ladies can hear you. And Susie, Joni both.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Tom.
yeah, hey Tom.
All right, Tom, you got to tell us where Joni's really from, because I think she's out of the witness protection plan. I'm not letting that one go, man. But we appreciate your call, Tom.
Okay.
All right.
You all have a great day.
Good
Hi,
deal.
you too.
You too.
Thanks.
Hey, Tom, keep listening, brother.
Okay.
God bless you. All right, yeah, Tom Snyder. I know he comes to a lot of the meetings that you
He does.
advertise and do. And so,
Yeah.
but tell us about this contest.
Yeah, so we're having our first ever I Voted sticker contest.
Okay.
And it's running on now, and it goes through September 29th till 5 o'clock. And it's for all Iredell County students, K through 12.
Oh, that means I can't compete.
You can't compete, but maybe you have some little ones that can, or know of some people that you can get this involved. And we've had about 20
Okay.
so far, and there's some really great talent out there.
You said K through 12, right?
Yes, K
Okay.
through 12.
All right.
And there's every day we get them. We're just so excited, and
Okay. All right. I'll see if I can get
there's
this-
a lot of talent, and
We'll see if we can get Dr. James to help promote
Yeah,
and push this.
absolutely.
And because, he sometimes says that he's Mr. Constitution. And so,
Yes.
I was, hey, Dr. James. And so, yeah, give us the preamble to the Constitution. No, but I will see about tagging him and see if we can get that out there, and maybe something good compete between the schools, maybe. You know,
Absolutely.
go
That'd be
around.
great.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you
all the
go.
information is
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
Iredell County website
Okay,
too.
Yeah.
okay, look
And
at that. All
so they
right, all
can
right.
definitely
Okay, well,
look
very
that
good.
up.
So it's a contest for I
voted.
voted
Sticker contest.
People love stickers.
Oh, my
And back during COVID, when we could not give the
I
stickers
remember.
out,
I remember.
it was just terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
people really just about had meltdowns
Yeah,
because
I-
they couldn't get their sticker.
I think I came in and went back out and said, "Hey, where's my sticker?"
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think what you did was, I think you, Susan, gave me a pen.
Yes.
We got a lot of pens.
Yes, we gave
But
you
it
a
was-
pen.
That's right. That's right. But
And so we brought them back. We brought them back last year,
That's great.
and just our normal traditional one. And several counties have done this type of contest, and other states.
Okay.
And so Joni's put a lot of work into this. Tom actually helped us out at one of the Board of Education meetings and presented it to the board, and we appreciate that.
Okay.
And let them know. And but we are so excited about this, and so this will be the official sticker
Oh, boy.
for 2024 for
Oh,
the
boy.
primary and for November. And what we'll do is we'll narrow down the field with our board, and then we're going to choose from that, and then at a commissioners meeting we will present. Yes, and we are so excited,
Well, I think,
excited about
so
this.
whoever the winner is, I can take discretion and extend this. Whomever your winner is, we'll bring them on after you presented them to the county commissioners and they've all
That'd
the
be
bells and
great.
whistles.
Yeah.
Bring them on and say, hey, Iredell, here's your talent.
Yes.
I think we'd do that in the school that they represent and with the parents. And I think because that's going to be going in as so important going into a next year presidential election.
Yes. Yes.
That's history.
Yes.
So the very first one, I'm going to go even work further here. What they submit and what you all do, let's get that into Steve Hill's history spot.
Absolutely.
All right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. See, Steve Hill, you out there, you listen. Hadn't been on my show yet, but I'm I have a zest for getting folks and hitting them over the head with things. But yeah, so I think that's, so we'll bring them on the show here, and then we'll get their original first submission in his shop, there, Steve Hill's
That'd
shop.
be
history
great.
Downtown.
That'd
Hold
be
on,
great.
got another caller here. Let's see. This can't be Tom calling back. One call a day. No, just teasing with you, Tom. All right. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Brian Summers and the Iredell County Board of Elections.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Is this the Brian Summers?
Well, I don't know about the Brian Summers. Some may say famous, some may say infamous, but it depends on what side of the water you're walking on.
Well, I'm walking on the upright side so far.
I know this right here. Is this the guitar man?
Yes, it is the guitar man.
It's the
So
guitar.
here, the reason I'm calling,
Doc Rob.
besides I'm a long-time listener, okay?
I think it's because I got these two ladies in front of me. I think that's why you call.
Well, what ladies do you have there?
Oh my goodness, Doc Rob, you're so funny. I have Susie Jordan and Joni Carlson from the Board of Elections here.
Well, let me tell you. They are two of my most favorite people in the world.
Oh, thank you.
As long as they're working at the Board of Elections, I sleep well at night.
Thank you.
Well, and that's a high compliment, right? That's very good there, Mr. Chairman. That's very good. So, but Dr.
Yeah.
Robinson, thank you.
All right, so I've got a question for you. Ready?
They can hear you, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I bought a ticket to the Marine Corps League dinner, which is tomorrow night at the Statesville Civic Center. It gives everyone 2 free prime rib dinners and guess what? A chance at a drawing to win a cash prize. Now, I'm happy to give that ticket away to anybody who might want it.
Okay. All right, Doc
I
Rob.
don't know.
Well,
I don't know if you have any listeners that want
Okay.
to go to dinner.
Well, Doc Rob, they're gonna say they're going to go to dinner with you, or they want to go to dinner with me, or are you asking these ladies to
Well-
dinner? I don't.
Well, no. I tell you what. I'll give it to you, and you can take somebody if you want. How's that?
Doc Rob, I ain't got no friends who want to go to dinner with me. Okay, all right, we'll work it out, Doc Rob. You give me a buzz or text me. So it's 2 tickets to the Marine Corps dinner tomorrow night at the Civic Center, and you're willing to give them away.
No. It's one ticket.
Oh, one ticket.
That one ticket includes 2 free prime rib dinners.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
One ticket for
And
2
a
dinners.
and a grand prize of
Drawing.
$10,000 if this ticket gets picked.
Okay. All right, I got it now, Doc Rob. One ticket,
All
2
right,
dinners. All right, we'll figure out something with it, good brother.
Okay.
Thank you,
Let
Doc
me know
Rob.
After the show's over.
Okay.
Thank you.
Call me after the show's over. I think he
All
really.
right.
All right. I think he really meant that for the home ad show. What you got to do with voting in the morning? I don't know. Doc Rob, God bless him. I don't know. He was just at the Edgar Allan program, Edgar Allan Poe earlier. Anyway, so, but I think I'll make a note of those 2 things. Your iSticker voter contest.
Yes.
They get the bells and whistles at the Board of Commissioners.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next day, I want to have them on the show, the winner, the parents, and you, and then get whatever they had as a submission sent to Steve Hill's history collection. So that'll be
That's-
history.
that
and I think
sounds
that's
great.
the first
Good.
time of doing that like that. See, I
Yeah.
kind of make some things happen around here
Yeah,
every
that-
now and then.
That sounds great. And actually, our executive director from the state, we actually heard from her yesterday.
Oh, boy.
And so we're they're wanting some of the stickers as well. So this
Whoa.
is, yeah.
Be statewide,
yes,
Statesville.
yes.
Once again, rising to the
So-
occasion. Look at that.
Yes. So we it's just when Joni comes in and or when I come in and she's like, let me show you the submissions we got
Oh, my
you know, overnight or whatever, because you can do it online.
Okay. So
And
that's good
it
information.
emails it to us.
Okay.
And it just makes our day to see these. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
And
great.
so, what email address or is it?
Well, you can, let's see here. You can go to the Iredale Sticker Campaign
Okay.
at
Oh,
co.iredale.
hold on, I got a break coming up. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
We'll
you
pick it
go
up
ahead.
afterwards. All right.
Summers is coming up on the new When you can't stop
All righty, folks. It is that hour is still happening on the record here with Brian Summers. I'm joined by the staff of the Iredell County Board of Elections, the most efficient office in all of Iredell County, in my opinion. Just my opinion alone, folks. I said it. I stand by it. If you don't have a problem, come see me if you do. All right. So, but Miss Joni, you were on and
Yes.
you were talking, and so we kind of
That's
my,
all right.
my break kind of interrupted some things there, but.
So yes, the email that you can send it to is Iredell Sticker Campaign at co.iredell.nc.us. And again, that's on our website there.
And
Iredell
we'll put a
County
link
Elections.
to that website on our page as well
Okay,
too.
cool.
So
Yeah.
when people see this show and the website you gave out, there'll be a link, drop down link from it as well. They can go. So that's the iVoter Sticker Campaign contest. K through 12 kids. That means no, I can't do it. Right here in Iredell County, folks.
That's
and
correct.
so we're talking up some great things with it. I think that's an awesome thing to encourage young people, because we really had a time in our country we got away from civics. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but to return back to it. And I think that's that
Absolutely.
inclusion, that understanding, the basics of who we are, and just how important voting is. So that's really good. Good suggestion, good idea. And it's kids, folks, so you can get all those kids involved and just bring your creative talent, and let's make that happen. So the iVoter Sticker Campaign for Iredell County, you can go to the Iredell County Board website and see where you can submit, and it's kids K through 12. So let's try to do what we can. Iredell, step up and go that route. What else? Any other campaigns going on, or?
That's probably, that's the only one that our office has.
Now, you were doing voter outreach today over at the YMCA. Do you
Yes.
have any other planned outreach spots? I think I talked to you last month. Were you at Mitchell College one day? Did
Yes,
you?
Joni and Edward,
See,
yes.
I'm a good listener. I don't just say I
Impressed,
follow you
you
guys.
remember.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that was good, and I remember you talking about it.
Yes.
I just wasn't sure if I was here or when the dates it was, but that's a good move as well too. And I think the Y most certainly is one. Now, do you have any plans to do it down in the south part of the county?
We are willing to, as our staff permits, because we are on a small staff.
Sure.
And then, of course, we have our October election coming up and our November election coming up. But our plans for our office is to do as much voter outreach as we possibly can do within our schedule. So give us a call
Yep.
if you've got, if you've got an event that you would like for us to come to for voter registration, for the photo ID, and we will squeeze in and plan for as much as possible. And we do, our office hours are Monday through Friday,
Sure.
8 to 5. So, we're even open to ideas for Saturdays,
Sure.
with as much as we
Planning.
possibly can do.
Right.
And I want to stress too, Brian, we are we're nonpartisan there in our office. And so we want to be there for all groups. So just please know that it'll
Sure.
be one of those things, who calls first and organizes, and and we'll squeeze in as many as we can.
Absolutely. I would think, though, with everything, all of what's happening in Mooresville in the south part of the county with the school board, you got a mayoral race down there, you've got some at-large races in Mooresville, you got some in Troutman, that one good place to maybe do something, and I don't know anyone particularly with this center, but the Selma Burke Center in Mooresville would be a good key place. I think with her and what her contribution and what she did was, of course, creating a dime and putting Eisenhower on the dime there. I think
Right.
FDR, I think that would just be I think that'd be a good ideal place. It's the Selma Burke Rec Center there in Mooresville. Maybe even the people over at Watkins Chapel, Amity Zion Church. I know folks there too. So, all right, Mooresville, we need you all to step up. Justin Kazepis, Mr. Cornelius, Mr. Lake Norman, Mr. Everything, or Joe Baglione down there. We need you guys to step up and make sure everybody down there is connected with voter ID, the new law of the state, and that you guys get some representation down there to get these folks in from the Iredell County Board of Elections, because voting matters. It's just that important, and we want to make sure they're giving out good information, the right information, and so we want to make sure everybody's on board and voter education is taking place. It's
Yes.
so important. It's so important, and so
Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah, yeah, and we would really prefer, because we don't want to leave anyone out, and so that's why we're not making phone calls from
Sure.
our office.
Sure.
Because
to get people to do it, you
Right.
want their citizens, and so
That's right.
Listen to this show. I'm going to ask somebody down at, I don't know anyone at Selma Burke, but I would just think for logistically something in the south part of the
Yes.
county, even the Troutman Library,
Yes.
So and so yeah, I would just think though that they'd be a little more proactive, knowing that all this is coming. Does that make sense?
Yeah, oh yes, and it's coming with the October election.
Yeah.
So we're already sending out absentee
Wow.
ballots for the October election, and you have to include in that packet that you send back. You have to include a copy of photo ID, or you have to complete the photo ID exception form. And we've had a lot of questions asking about, like, well, can I not just show it when I'm requesting an absentee ballot? The way the law is written, the ID is shown in the act of voting.
Got you.
And it is a reasonable resemblance.
Okay.
We are not going to be looking at addresses because a lot of people, most people are going to have a photo ID, and mostly it's going to be a North Carolina driver's license or non-drivers. Now, for 65-year-old or older, if they have an expired one, there's a process for that as well. That we'll look at, that it'll be valid. But so most people already have one, but a lot of people, they don't maybe
Sure.
go and get, if they move,
Right.
they don't go and get a new driver's license. So the photo ID is for us to see a reasonable resemblance of the individual that is standing there making application to vote, and the photo ID that they present to us.
Okay. All right.
So that's what we'll be looking for. And
Oh,
we're training. We've already started our training.
Okay, okay.
We had our precinct training, our first one this past Monday.
wow.
We have another one coming up next Monday.
all right. So a reasonable resemblance. So I can't come in there with a fro and say, hey, this was me in 1970.
That could be a reasonable resemblance. I mean,
No,
I mean,
right,
but
But let me ask you. So what else has changed since last year's voting? Is there something new in any, the new changes with the law or with voting period?
well, are you talking about like as far as like early voting? And that is part of what one of the laws that's being looked at now. It won't be called One Stop. It's
Okay.
going to be called early voting.
Early voting.
Yes,
Okay.
but you will still be able to come in, and you will still be able to register and vote the same day. Now, in that case, if you're going to need to register and vote, then what you'll need to do is you'll need to bring something that's got your current address.
All right, it's current address,
Yes.
folks. If you're going to register and vote the same day,
Yes.
current address. What are forms of 2 acceptable or 3 forms of acceptable IDs that somebody can bring in?
Okay, all right, like if you're going to register and vote the same day, you could bring in, like if your driver's license has your current address on it, then it's going to suffice for the photo ID as well as being able to register that day. All right, but if you bring in like what is called a HAVA document, which is Help America Vote Act, that can be a utility bill, that can be a bank statement. You'd bring that in with your current address plus a photo ID.
Okay.
So, and if you register and vote the same day, there is a verification process for that. Okay, because remember that early voting ballots and absentee by mail ballots are retrievable.
Okay.
So there is a process.
Okay. All right. Very
Of
good.
verification.
So you got those questions all answered by by Susie on the record with Brian Summers right after the break. Be right back, folks. All righty, folks. Hey, caller out there, if you'll call right back, we will take your call. We were in a break when you were trying to call. There was a caller that called twice. If you call us right back, we can take your call. 704-873-1400, 704-873-1400. Give us a call right here. I am talking with Miss Susie Jordan and Miss Joni Callison. Boy, I'm destroying your last name. That's because it's an MIA last name.
right, that's
You'll never live it down,
right,
Joni.
Exactly. You know, so it's helicopter looming above. But they're here live in studio. We'll take your call. I think we do have a caller. Hold on. Let's see who we got. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the air with Brian Summers and the Iredell Board of Elections. Hello.
Hi, I have a question for those. Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, ma'am. We can hear you, and
Hello?
they can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have a question for the Board of Election ladies.
Okay.
I wanted to know if that voter ID program includes proof of citizenship.
The proof of citizenship is done at the application of when you register to vote. And there is a process for that, because that starts with the applying to register to vote.
Okay, caller. Does that answer your question, caller?
Well, I just wonder because I know for sure that there are a lot of people voting that are not citizens, and I don't think that should happen.
Well,
Call the authorities.
yeah, and there is a process, and I can assure you that in Iredell County, and I will also speak for the state of North Carolina, the process that we have in verifying, there is the verification that we go through with our state system. And I can assure you that you can feel good that that is not happening in Iredell County, and I will speak for the state as well.
Okay, because I know that when I've gone to get a driver's license, they don't verify anything. Before there were some rules a few years back, lots of people got their driver's licenses, and if you're using a driver's license as identification as to who they are, it doesn't mean proof of citizenship.
Well, the proof of citizenship will come with the application process when you're registering to vote. So if
I would think that it should be included in the voter ID.
well, you if you don't get registered, then there's no. I mean, there wouldn't be a reason to show the photo ID because your application is not going to be processed due to you not being a citizen.
So we will have a fair election this time.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and you can feel good about
That's
Iredell
my
County.
concern.
You can feel good about Iredell County and the state. I can assure you of that.
Okay.
And we have checks and balances. And if you'll come by our office, if you have any other questions, we will be happy to sit down and answer any questions you may have.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Hey, caller, just so you know, I don't know if you're looking
All
on
right.
Facebook, ma'am. Caller? Are you still there, caller?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I have terrible cell service
Okay,
here.
I can still hear you, but if you're looking on Facebook or Instagram, or you go back and look at the recording on Apple Play or on YouTube, I am holding up my voter ID card that I got just yesterday, and I went through the verification process and everything short of giving blood to get it to happen. But no, it wasn't. They went through checks and balances A, B, C, and D to make sure, and I feel 100% confident that this can't be manipulated or copied or anything. And it's a very handsome face on there. So I would encourage you to make sure it is the law of the state. So it is what the people and the voters voted for. It's what the courts have upheld. And that's what we should be doing. Okay? Because the people have spoken.
I know they spoke a long time ago, but nothing happened.
Well, that was a court system, and that's not what that we got. Now we have the right court who has said they will uphold what the people voted for. And so we're moving forward.
That sounds great. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Colin. Thanks for listening,
All right.
ma'am. Have a good day. All right. Good deal. So, all right. Thank you. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good information and more learning there. Sorry.
Yeah, and I do want to stress that we are transparent. Our board meetings, you've attended our board meetings, they are open. When we do our testing of our machines, we always have a hand-to-eye count afterwards, after every election. All of that is posted, and you can come and see the process. So we are transparent, and that's North Carolina. That's not just Iredell County. We are statuted by North Carolina.
Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, and we're not other parts of the country
That's
where there are a
right.
lot of things going on. Here, folks are honest and decent here, and I have full faith in our voting in this state, which I call home, and I was born and raised 100%. So I stand
Yes.
by that, and there we go.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
And
you.
the work that you guys do, you guys work tough down there. You work hard. And so, I
We
just
do.
can't say that enough, that when that bell goes off and all that good stuff, we just got to see about that. Some good folks are listening to get you some more help, some more staff. That'd be a good thing. I mean, you can't be as efficient as you are, and you're doing everything right, and you're hitting all of the, all the bells and everything. And so, we could add to this and really, maybe expand further. Maybe have a satellite office in Mooresville. Just saying.
Well, we actually we have grown in voters so
yeah.
much, and our Statesville South has contributed a lot to that. Matter of fact, we've had to split one of our precincts. We used to have 29 precincts. Now we have 30 precincts, and that new
boy.
precinct is in the South End. And that brings up another point. This time
mentioned-
we will, for the municipal election, we will have an early voting site for Mooresville. It'll be
South
at the
County.
it'll be the War Memorial Building. And so if any voter that is eligible to vote in the contests that are up for election can go to any of the one-stop sites. So if you happen to be shopping in Mooresville and you're from Turnersburg, because they're going to be up, in November, you can stop by the War Memorial Building. Now on election day, that's another story.
Right.
You got to go to your precinct. But yes, we will have a site in Mooresville for the October and the November elections this year.
Okay.
And they're open the same amount of days. Starts September 21st, 8 to 5. And the only Saturday that will be at both locations, our office and War Memorial, will be on the 7th and will be 3 o'clock.
Okay, got
So,
it. Very good, very
yes,
good. So
yes.
you come here, you have these new ideas, new information, very helpful information, and all that. So I think that's a big deal. The fact that there'll be early voting, and you can do it at War Memorial.
Yes.
So that's something new, folks. So if you're down in the south part of the county, and the contest is happening in your municipality or your area, you can go vote at War Memorial. Instead of the drive all the way up to Statesville, although we welcome you to come up here and vote with us and do all that good stuff. We welcome that. But you can go vote at War Memorial. And so
right.
I'm going to make sure I put that out there, that there are 2 voting sites for early voting now in Iredell County beginning September 21st.
That's
Iredell
right.
County Board of Elections, War
That's right.
Memorial, and then I probably need to get the address of where War Memorial is. I've met some new voters here.
Oh, okay.
And I met some new voters who moved up from Florida as well as Connecticut,
Okay.
and so who are going to be first-time voters in the October election. So
Okay.
pretty excited about it. Let me get the camera back on you.
Well,
guys.
I
There
actually
you go.
do. I have the address. It's 220 North Maple Street in Mooresville.
Okay.
So that is the War Memorial. Now, keep in mind, you've got to live within the municipality. And if you're unsure about that, give us a call. We can look up your information, or you can always go to the state board website or to our website and look up to see if you are eligible to vote in the elections that will be happening in October and November.
Okay. All right. Very
Yes.
good.
Yes.
So, Joni,
Yes,
is still you over there?
I'm still here.
All right, you're going to tell us who the alias used to be. But anyway, anything you want to add about is there a cutoff date for the contest?
September 29th, and it
September
ends at
20th.
5 o'clock.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So all you kids out there, K
Yes.
through 12, MB Mills, my old elementary, you guys better get active in here and make this happen. K through
Absolutely.
12, folks, you can be a part of history, make history.
Absolutely.
Yeah, be very, very proud for your school, your community, and your parents to kind of do that. And I think it may bring out some hidden talent in kids, knowing that you can design the iVoter contest sticker. So
The
that's
first,
that's
the first ever for Iredell
Yes.
County.
There you go. See, that's
So-
special in itself.
Yes.
Well, very
yes.
good. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming in.
Well, thank you for having us.
For having
you know,
us,
see, I told
absolutely.
you won't want to leave when you get here. We have so much fun. You laugh. We got chairs that spin around now.
No, I like these new chairs. Yeah, it's
So
great.
good deal, so good deal. Well,
It's
we
great,
thank you.
so-
Oh, I do got some birthdays here. If I can get this on, I got about a minute to go. So, and this is what we do. We call paying the bills here for the birthday. So, Emily Mullins, happy birthday to you. Michelle Miller McNear, happy birthday to you. Can y'all still hear me? Okay. And who we got? Oh, Miles Atkins. It's his birthday, the mayor of Mooresville, Miles Atkins, who I tried to get on my show. Yeah, hint, hint, Mr. Mayor. Sandra Yuntz, happy birthday to you. And we have Rebecca Armstrong, happy birthday. And Roberta Chapman, I know her from U.S. Capitol. Danielle Burr, happy birthday to you as well. And Susie Green, who used to be in the Supremes, happy birthday. All right, so that is our birthday list, folks. We thank you all. And, got to talk about this real quick. It is, running real quick for it, Life Walk, and that is the Statesville Pregnancy Research Center is having a resource center. I said research, a resource center, Life Walk 2023, and that is September 30th, Statesville High School. Registration is 8:30, and they start walking at 8 o'clock, folks. Check it out. Stop child abuse and neglect. Keep your hands off kids. Keep people safe. God loves you. I love you. And the country's a better place when we get together. This is